Hi guys, I hope you're well and having an awesome day today. So for today's video I wanted to do my Disneyland Paris haul for you all for the last time I was there, which was January 2017, 20th to the 24th I think the dates were. I can't really remember, so end of January, just last month. So I just thought I would get this video up for you guys because I prefer to get the hauls up quite quick so that you guys can kind of see what Disneyland Paris kind of have to offer, I guess, as quickly as I can. Just before I start, if you guys can hear any strange kind of licking or thumping or huffing and puffing noises, my dog is currently just roaming about. He's just back in from a walk and he's a bit and just a bit restless. He gets that way sometimes, I don't know. He's just a bit, I don't know, I think he just kind of doesn't really know what he wants to do. So if you can hear any of those noises, that's just Sam. So he's, yeah, just ignore it as much as you can. There's not much I can do about it. He's a dog. I also want to announce before I start this video that we have booked another Disneyland Paris trip. I know in my last video I kind of tried to tell you guys, did I make a video separate about this? I think I did. I wanted to tell you guys my trips that are booked from this year, so go check that out and you'll find out all the different trips that I'm going on this year that are currently booked. But after that we booked another trip. I think I just booked this like a couple of days ago. Like all my days are merging into one. But we're going back for the weekend in March where Magic on Parade and Dreams will stop, and then the Disney Illuminations and Disney Stars on Parade, I believe that the new parade is called, will start. So we decided just to book it. It was kind of like a cheap weekend. We kind of convinced ourselves in the January trip that we didn't want to be, like, we didn't want this to be our last Magic on Parade. So we were like, we'll just go for the last day, it's fine. So we are now going back in March, and I think it's 2 weeks before our April trip. So yeah, we're only there for like 2 days, so it's not really a big deal, but I think we just got it into our heads that we wanted to be there on the last day, so now we're going to be there, so yay! So, yeah, let's get into this whole video. One thing that I picked up this trip that I really wanted to get, it was either the October-November trip, Halloween trip, or the Christmas trip that I first seen this. I can't quite remember. I know my friend Rachel bought it, but it is this kind of like fashion lightweight scarf. This is the one that was brought out a couple of months back, and it's white with kind of grey and black hand writing on it, and the writing is Walt Disney quotes. I think it's absolutely stunning that the fact they've brought out a scarf with Disney quotes on it, like Disney himself, like Walt himself. These are all things that was said by him. It has like kind of his script Walt Disney kind of signature at the bottom of it. And I just think it's really cute. And when I seen this one, I really wanted to pick it up and then I didn't, but when I seen it this trip, it was 70% off. It was in the sale, so I picked it up straight away. So yeah, I just think it's really lovely, and I do like these fashion scarves because they're not big chunky scarves. I hate chunky scarves, so they're quite lightweight, and I just think it's a nice little kind of Walt touch. So yeah. Another thing that I picked up this trip, which is a kind of strange one for me because I didn't really expect myself to be picking something like this up, was something that I usually see pictures of from people who either go to Walt Disney World, Disneyland Resort, or Disney Cruise Line. You see these in kind of people's drinks, and they're like the Mickey shaped straws, and Disneyland Paris now sell them. They come in blue and pink. I only bought the blue one, but I kind of wish I'd picked up the pink one as well. I think they're so cute. You see them in drinks and they just look like, they make it a bit more fun and colourful, and just add a little bit of added extra Disney magic touch to it, and I just think they're really cute. So the fact that you can now use these at home is really kind of cute, and yeah, I can't quite remember how much they are. They're either €5 or €6. I know that kind of seems like a lot for a straw, but it's Disney. So yeah, they're about €5 or €6 and they're currently doing blue and pink. They're different because you don't really get this kind of thing when you order drinks in Disneyland Paris, so I kind of just had to pick one up, and I prefer blue to pink. But yeah, so yeah. Another thing that I picked up, well, me and Rachel picked these up because basically if you watch my vlogs you know how much I love the Chipmunks. Chip and Dale are like one of my favourite meet and greets. They're two of my favourite characters. I just absolutely love them. And when me and Rachel seen these socks, we had to buy them. So we both bought the Chip and Dale socks from Disneyland Paris. These were 14 euros, so 14 euros for 2 pairs of socks. Not bad for Disney. So obviously you get 2 Chip ones and 2 Dale ones, so you can wear Chip or Dale, or you can mix and match. I just think they're absolutely adorable. Obviously I haven't worn them, they're still in the tag, but next time I go I'll be like, Chip, Dale, look at my socks. Maybe, probably not. No, I probably will. I just think they're adorable. Like, look how cute. Like, oh, I just love them. They're so cute. And they're chipmunks. One thing that I knew I was picking up this trip was something that I haven't really kind of announced yet, so I guess this is, I've kind of been hinting at it on Twitter, so if you follow me over there you'll kind of probably already know. But basically me and my family are getting a new dog. What? Yep, we are getting a new friend for Sam and a new friend for us. We've known about it kind of about a week before I went to Disney, so we've known about it for a couple of weeks now. We haven't got her yet. It is a girl. We do not have a name for her yet, unfortunately, but we should be getting her within the next couple of weeks. So basically I picked up a bowl for her. If you watched my haul video from about a year ago, I actually picked up a Disney bowl for Sam when I was there. I think it was last January, wow. And he's got the kind of blue one with all the kind of different type of Disney dogs like Pluto, Max, that kind of stuff that they do. So this is the kind of girl version. I hate kind of labeling, like I feel like you could use any of these for your dogs no matter what breed or gender that they are. I don't kind of like to put genders on stuff. But obviously this does say princess, but why can't a boy dog be a princess? So he'll probably use this, to be honest. He'll be like, that's my bow and that other one's my bow. But I picked this one up. They're the only two that they do. They do them in this kind of larger size and a smaller size. So I just thought it would be nice to kind of have the two of them. And it just means she's got something a bit different from him as well. So yeah, it just says princess on it. It's got like these kind of like little Mickey jewels on the crown. Just says princess inside, and it's kind of like a ridged edge. His is like more of just flat. These are, the bigger ones are 10 euros. Which is a pretty decent price for a dog bowl, especially a Disney one, really. So yeah, that is basically my big news. Yeah, I'm super excited to get her. Obviously we need a name for her. That's kind of the biggest issue that we have right now, but we've got her a dog bowl, and the next thing is a bed and elite because we only have one for him. So yeah, I haven't really announced it yet, just because we've had to go through a lot of different stages to get her. We don't really have a name for her yet, so I can't really introduce her to you guys. We don't have her yet as well. We're still waiting. With the kind of getting dogs from cat and dog homes, which is where she's coming from, they have to be chipped and neutered and spayed and all that kind of lovely stuff that she has to go through. So we are just currently waiting until they can tell us that we can go collect her, and then we'll have a new member of the family, which I will of course introduce you guys to when she's here. So yeah, at least that way she has a bowl when she comes, so yay. Another thing that I picked up on this trip was something that I've wanted since September. These came out months ago in Disneyland Paris and they sold. They went like that, like they were nowhere to be found unless you were like a size XXL or even bigger. It's crazy. I hunted high and low for it. I asked so many cast members about it, and eventually I ended up getting a t-shirt with the same design on it in December, and then when I went on this trip I found a sweatshirt, and of course you all know what I'm talking about because you'll have all seen them, and that is the grey sweatshirt that I basically have on. So this is my Walt Disney World one, and this is the Disneyland Paris version. Like I said, I was not expecting Disneyland Paris to get this kind of sweatshirt. It's basically the exact same thing. Obviously you can tell the differences, so can you look at this? And then look at this. So it's basically the same thing, except this one says Disneyland Paris I don't know if the Disneyland Resort has one, but I know Walt Disney World definitely do, and Disneyland Paris. I haven't seen any other ones, but I could be wrong. Obviously Mickey is prominent in the middle. The Mickeys are very different actually. This one seems a bit more kind of like older style Mickey, whereas this one is a bit not newer as in what we know right now, but a bit newer compared to this one. Obviously this one has Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios and Epcot on it. This one, obviously Disneyland Paris only have 2 parks, so this one has the Walt Disney Studios with the Eiffel Tower, along with the Hollywood Tower, Tower of Terror Hotel, and of course the Disneyland Park logo with the castle, and Space Mountain, which is soon to be Hyperspace Mountain. So I like the fact that I've got this to kind of have something with Space Mountain on it. And obviously just a quote at the bottom, same exact quote, same kind of Walt Disney signature at the bottom. The only difference is this one I would say is a little bit darker grey than this, and also the writing on this is like a, I'd say like a dark blue, like a kind of navy coloured blue, and the writing on the Walt Disney World one is black. So those are the kind of like main differences. Obviously Disneyland Paris, Walt Disney World, but it is like kind of same logo design. So yeah, I kind of like the Disneyland Paris one because obviously it is only 2 parks, but they've still kind of included the fact that it's like a ride, basically, like their main kind of attraction in that park. I don't know if I'd say Space Mountain is the main attraction in Disneyland Park. I guess it is, because it's like the biggest, isn't it? I don't know, maybe I'd put Big Thunder Mountain on it. I don't know, but obviously it's nice to kind of have Space Mountain on it because obviously that's going to be Hyperspace Mountain soon. So yeah, I'm super glad that I bought this. I can't quite remember how much this was. I believe it was something like 45 euros or something like that. It's kind of near the 50 euro range. I bought it in the size small for anybody who kind of likes to know sizes. I'm a kind of size UK 8 to 10, depending on what I'm buying. But for this, I bought this in a small, so I kind of knew roughly what I needed to get for this one. So yeah, so now I have both. And yeah, they're super cozy as well, so I definitely suggest it. I definitely recommend them. They're just like a nice little thing, and I think they're quite subtle as well. Even with the big kind of Mickey, I just think they're kind of nice, and the fact that they have the Walt Disney quote on them as well kind of adds that little bit of a kind of Walt touch to it. So yay! So yay, I finally have it. So last but not least is pins. Obviously you guys know that I cannot come back from a Disney trip without getting pins. Yeah. Basically I tried to get a 2017 pin, but that failed because the nicest 2017 pin that they have is one that I already have that I think is my 2016 Disneyland Paris pin. Like, it's the same design, just a different year, and I kind of want something that's a different design. So I didn't get that, but I got a few different ones, and I'll just take you guys through them. So I got 7 pins in total, which is actually quite a lot because I've been kind of either sticking to the 2 or 3, but 4 were unexpected, so I did technically just buy the 3. I technically bought the 7, but 3. Basically I have bought 3, I bought 3, and then I bought a starter pack with 4, but I traded all 4 of them, so the other ones are technically traders. So I will take you guys through the ones that I bought and then the ones that I traded. So yay! So these are the ones that I bought. We'll start off with this one. This is the new Scrooge McDuck pin that came out in Disneyland Paris the Saturday of our trip. So it's about it's roughly been out for about 2 weeks or 2 or 3 weeks now. And I just absolutely love it. Another pin that I got, which is also green, which is also the €7, is this Zootropolis pin. I say Zootopia because I'm just so used to saying it, but it's Zootopia in France, I believe that's how it's pronounced. And Zootropolis in the UK and Zootopia, I believe, everywhere else, maybe just the US, I have no idea. But it's just Nick and Judy, and I absolutely am obsessed with it. But yeah, I absolutely love this. As soon as I seen it, I was like, I need to get that because I'm pretty much obsessed with Zootropolis right now. So yay, I had to get it. And my last kind of bought pin was this Disneyland Paris Season of the Force pin. So obviously it's a Star Wars pin but it is the Tower of Terror with the nighttime Star Wars show that is happening right now at Disneyland Paris for Season of the Force. It's got Chewie and R2-D2 and kind of just like scenes from the movies, and that's basically what they're doing right now. They've got like this whole Season of the Force things where stormtroopers are about and Star Wars characters are about putting on shows, and then they've got this nighttime spectacular over at the Walt Disney Studios Park. And yeah, it's pretty amazing. I definitely recommend it if you're going to Disneyland Paris over the course of the next 2 months, I believe it's on for. I know some of it is carrying on until September, but I don't know what is staying and what is going. So definitely if you're there the next few months, definitely check it out. It is so good the way they've done it, especially this projection show in the Tower of Terror. It is amazing. So yeah, I had to get the pin to kind of commemorate it. So the next pins that I'm actually going to show you are 4 pins that I traded for. So these I swapped in Harrington's. Basically we kind of went in and I seen them and I was like, oh my god, there was like 2 or 3 that I loved that I was like, oh my god, I need those. And I said to the cast member, if I go buy pins right now, can I please have these? So she said yes, which is awesome. So I went and bought a Finding Dory starter pack. I believe I bought them for roughly about 19 euros. I think that was like the starter pack price. Starter packs are just basically 4 pins in a pack, and they're just like a kind of booster set, so that they're mostly used for people who are just starting out. So they had Star Wars ones, Finding Dory ones, and I can't quite remember the other ones right now. So but basically I've bought the Finding Dory ones because I realised she didn't really have any on her board. So usually they don't let you swap for something that they have on the board, so I do keep that in mind. So I've got 4, so I traded all 4 Finding Dory ones for 4 the ones she had on her board, but you'll see why in a minute. So basically one of the first ones I got was this little hat pin, and obviously as you can tell it is Pinocchio's hat. I love Pinocchio, and as soon as I seen it I was like, that's so cute. And obviously you can buy a lot of these pins for different characters' hats. The next pin I traded for is this little orange bird pin. I won't sit and bore you with the orange bird back history, but yeah, if you want to know more about him, if you want to know more about the orange bird, Google it. Easiest way to do it. And look, he's got little Mickey ears on. How cute is that? But yeah, I had to have this pin as soon as I seen it. So, and she was sitting talking to me for ages about the little orange bird, which was so cute. Next up is this really old kind of vintage Mickey pin. So this is actually from Paris, this pin, and it is Mickey Mouse, classic Mickey, and look what he's got around his neck, a trading pin lanyard. How cute! He's got pins on it as well, and I believe one of them is Minnie Mouse. So I find that so adorable. One of the last pins I got was a hidden Mickey pin, and I absolutely adore these pins. Hidden Mickey pins are basically pins of characters or anything really that kind of has like a little hidden Mickey on it. It's not too hidden, but you need to get up close to see it. So this is my Duffy the Bear hidden Mickey pin, obviously wearing Peter Pan's hat, and you can see on Peter Pan's hat the little hidden Mickey. So I couldn't resist this. It was the only Duffy pin I think she had. I didn't go for it because it was Peter Pan, but I did do the Neverland brunch whilst we were there at the weekend, so I kind of thought it was kind of appropriate to get the one with the Neverland hat. But I know they do a few of these where he's wearing different kind of characters' hats, and obviously you guys know I love Duffy, so I had to pick this up, especially because it's hidden Mickey as well. So they're quite not rare, but they're a bit more rare than other pins, so they're definitely ones to look out for. So those were the pins that I bought. I also bought 2 more pins, but they are not pins that I'm keeping, but I want to show you guys them anyway. So these are 2 pins that I picked up on the last day, I believe, and they are 2 Mickey Mouse Disneyland Paris pins. They are kind of, one is like a kind of Streets of Paris sign with Mickey on it, and one is Mickey holding the Eiffel Tower with a little French flag on top. Flag on top. These are going to be used in giveaways, not YouTube I'm afraid, but I did my very first giveaway over on YouTube last month, and there will be more to come. But these are going to be used for Twitter and Instagram. I've never done a Twitter or an Instagram giveaway, so I really wanted to get something for my accounts to give away. So I kind of did a poll on Twitter and pins kind of came up trumps, so I picked up these two. So if you're not following me over on Twitter or Instagram, make sure you do. Links are always down below and at the end. So make sure you're following me over there. They will be given away. I'm not too sure which one's going on which yet, but yeah, just make sure you're following me over there and subscribe to me on here as well for future giveaways. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed what I got back from Paris. Obviously I feel like Paris is really up in its game for merchandise recently, and I'm hoping it's kind of all in this kind of big build up to the 25th, and they're going to give us really good merch for the 25th. So yeah, but as always I'll update you guys, so I know, especially over on Twitter and Instagram too. So make sure you're following me there, and Snapchat, because when I'm in the parks I live snap as well, so yay. But yeah, again, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this video wasn't too long. I know I didn't really bring back a lot. I've kind of been trying to cut down, but yeah, I kind of went crazy with the pins, so yeah. But yeah, again, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will see you real soon. Bye.